Breaking news overnight. The House Budget Committee has advanced the big, beautiful bill.
Yes, joining us now, Republican Congressman from Florida, Mike Haridopolos. Great to have you, Congressman. Appreciate it.
Good morning.
So it is a good morning, Congressman. President Trump took to Truth Social to celebrate the bill's advancement, posting, "Congratulations, Republicans, make America great again." Your thoughts on this news?
We're definitely moving forward. If you've seen on a variety of issues, the House has really been the spearhead of making sure that the president's agenda gets through, whether it be border security, energy, of course, fighting to make sure we have a budget that actually makes sense. And so we're making real progress here. It's not an easy fight, but it's one I think we will find success on ultimately for President Trump and most importantly for the American public.
Well, everyone's keyed in on this big, beautiful bill, and it is aimed at making the 2017 tax cuts permanent, something that President Trump ran on, expanding certain tax credits, food stamp program changes, border security, just to name a few. So, Congressman, if this bill passes, how would it impact everyday Americans?
Well, I think the most important thing is we make sure we don't have a tax increase. If nothing happens, there's a massive tax cut across the board for Americans when they can least afford it. As we all know, listening right now, we are hit massively in the last 4 years with massive inflation numbers from rent, gasoline, food, et cetera. And we need to make sure we put money back into people's pockets, offer the business community the certainty and security that they need to make those investments with confidence. And so I think we're going to move forward. And one thing I want to really make really clear is that we keep hearing the Democrats say that they're going to give a big tax cut to the rich. The current tax rate for the highest earners in America is 37%. If this bill passes, which I think it will be still 37%. So there's no big tax cut for the rich. In fact, what we're trying to do here is to give the biggest relief to those persons who are make America work every day. And those people are the ones who are on tips or overtime, let alone helping seniors who make less than $75,000 per year.
So it sounds like what you just said is that the bill is meant to make America prosperous again for all families, but every Democrat voted against it. And I want you to comment on that, but also let our viewers know if the bill was peppered with all these tax breaks, but at the same time, was the SALT removed?
Well, we're looking at SALT. I'm not part of these specific negotiations, but my understanding right now is that, of course, the SALT is at $10,000. It might go up as high as $30,000 or $40,000 for tax relief for larger states like California and New York. We're trying to strike that balance. What we are going to take out, hopefully, are some of those Green New Deal programs. We're getting rid of those wasteful programs we all read about because of the DOGE situation. But again, who is benefiting most from this bill? It is those folks who make America work every day, persons who are making tips, working overtime, but getting those extra dollars for their family because they were so hard hit over the last 4 years. And so we need to push this forward because by doing nothing, we let a tax increase take place. The American public gave us this incredible opportunity to work with President Trump. We need to make the most of it, and I think we will get this over the line, though it's never going to be easy because you're talking about politics after all.
Congressman, you talked about the misconceptions about the bill with respect to tax cuts for the rich. We also heard Democrats decry the fact that Republicans are cutting health benefits, Medicare, Medicaid. Can you touch on that as well and debunk some of what the Democrats are coming out saying and as to why they are opposed to this bill?
Yeah, it's really bad. And this is why, of course, you guys are on the right side here, but we need the media to stand up for the truth. Everyone knows who's passing this bill that we're not going to impact the disabled, people in nursing homes, let alone kids, pregnant women. We're not going to touch those benefits. Those are benefits for our most vulnerable citizens. But what we are going to do is take away illegal aliens who are getting Medicaid, and that's happening in California. Even Gavin Newsom's admitting it now. They're also put in a situation where some people truly don't qualify for this welfare program. They lie on the application, and they continue to get free health care. Remember, this is welfare health care. We're going to help our most vulnerable. Those will not be touched. What we are making sure is that people who truly qualify are on it, and those who are not, including illegal aliens, will no longer get this benefit. It's common sense, and the media really needs to step up and understand what this bill is, or do their homework and understand the differences between Obamacare and needed programs, like I said, for disabled, for people in nursing homes, let alone pregnant women and kids. That's the truth that's happening here, and the media needs to step up and not let this rhetoric run the day.
Exactly, Congressman. This is not political at all. Those who voted for the bill want to make America prosperous again. But those who voted against it, I'm so happy that they did. Why? Because they will have to run in midterm elections stating that they voted against no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. That is a big political win. But let's make it about the families. Can you actually break it down how, let's say, a family of 4 actually benefits from this bill? Because the Democrats are trying to say that, you know what, it's making it harder for the American people. But according to my notes, this bill actually helps lift up families by giving them a deeper tax break.
That's correct. Those tax credits for families are there, and they're going to be increased. And that means they can literally deduct it straight off their tax bill. That's the important thing that happens right now. On average, you're going to see about a 15% tax cut for those working families across America. The higher income earners will not see as big a cut. But again, we are trying to help those folks who are hardest hit in the last 4 years under the Biden administration. It's a clear choice of what's right and what's wrong. And this doesn't even count, of course, the idea of tax on tips, let alone the persons who are working overtime. And finally, again, you're already taxed on Social Security. So those people who are retired making under $75,000 will see that tax break on their Social Security check each month. And that's going to be helping the economy because it gives more fuel to the economy. In my opinion, one of the reasons I ran for office is pretty simple, is that let the people decide how they want to spend their money. They spend it smarter. More importantly, it's their money. When you send it up here to Washington, D.C., they put it through all types of bureaucracy, and that dilutes the impact it can have on the economy. This is about empowering its citizens who've earned those dollars, and it's empowering families to make the decisions that they need to make for their families. Some people need help on health care, some on food, some on rent. Some people need help on gasoline prices because they went up so much the last 4 years. Fortunately, they're coming down. It's a common sense agenda because the Democrats simply just want more money up here in Washington, D.C. to spend the money the way they see fit, as opposed to the individuals that make this economy work every single day.
Well, Memorial Day is about a week away. I can't believe it. That's when the bill was supposed to be passed. I mean, it looks unlikely that that is going to occur. So under your timeline, your perspective, when do you think this bill will get done? And anything else you would like to add?
Well, it's a fair question. We need to do everything we can to get this bill in place more quickly because, again, people want to make decisions with how they spend their money. When they have that stability on their tax rates, not only individuals and businesses can make those long-term decisions. I think we're going to pass this bill this week out of the House of Representatives. It's going to be a tight vote. We're going to need all the help we can get. Again, I want people to call into the Congress and say, pass this bill and put pressure on the Democrats and ask those questions that John asked. How are you not supporting tax cuts for the working poor? How are you not supporting and defending the basics of Medicaid and taking illegal aliens off of Medicaid? We need that kind of push the next few days because there's some people on the fence. I think we'll get it done. Mike Johnson has been masterful at this point. He's working with President Trump, and we need everyone to call their congressman and say, pass this big, beautiful bill.
You know what, Congressman? I like you. Despite the fact that Florida took a lot of New Yorkers, I actually like you. I might actually adopt you as my Southern congressman because I like the way you broke down the points for our viewers. You're awesome. Congressman Mike Haridopolos, we appreciate you joining First Edition.
Thank you for your generous comments. Have a wonderful day. And go Florida.
Yes. Take care.